Cameroonian, no institution, no personality is guiltless. It's the instability and the fragility of Cameroon.
Sure.
Let me begin with the Anglophone crisis that started some 80 years ago. The Anglophone crisis took another turn when the government was unable to manage very simple, insignificant challenges. And because of that, it erupted to a level where we find ourselves today. In 2018, we had elections in Cameroon. The Anglophone crisis was at its peak. That instability, that confusion, the elections held, nevertheless, but the results were very, very bad. We had Boko Haram in the north. We had the challenges in the east. Right within the government, corruption and everything we are seeing today was there in 2018. The challenge was that there was voters' apathy within that period. Many people had given up when it comes to voting. People were no longer interested because there was this narrative that went throughout the nation that there is no need voting, because if you vote, it doesn't count. The elections will be rigged, your votes will be stolen, and there is no guarantee that if you vote, you're going to bring any change. So because of lack of political education, many Cameroonians had fallen into voters' apathy. But I think that there's a certain level of sensitization in this 2025 and a kind of education, political education, that has infiltrated the hearts of Cameroonians. And if you look at the number of registered voters now, it's far more better than 2018. In 2018, the results came out, almost about 3 million people voted. But this time around, we had already about 10 million registered voters, which is something that has never happened in Cameroon. I think as the days go by, the political education of the masses is changing the narrative. And I believe the more the masses register to vote, the more difficult it may be for those who are in the government, whom they claim will rig the elections, to rig the elections anymore. One other thing I want to lay as emphasis is this. The government also should help in promoting peace and serenity. People should be given opportunity to exercise their civic rights. Parties should be given the opportunity to exercise their political rights. Because when I see intimidations of political candidates who want to visit their own militants and they are being blocked, they are kept under house arrest, it is unconstitutional. Those are the kind of things that spark up chaos in the nation. Those are the kind of things that bring pressure. We are already in a very fragile situation. I don't think the government should be doing things that will aggravate the fragility of the nation. What we should be doing right now is to gather the broken pieces of what the Anglophone crisis has caused, Boko Haram has caused, the crisis in the east has caused, corruption has caused, and the destruction in infrastructure. There are places you cannot circulate in Cameroon. The very capital, which is the administrative capital, the roads are all in shambles. The economic capital, everything is bad. The standard of living has dropped. From the report Laurentia gave, we have about 64 million properties destroyed already because of the Anglophone crisis. So I think if the government wants the nation to actually walk in peace or stay in peace, they should do everything possible to allow people to exercise their civil right and allow political parties to exercise their political right. The masses are also part of the crisis, because if the masses actually know where the nation is heading for, they will definitely do everything possible within their power to make sure that in a civil manner, the party or the government in question is kicked out of power.